Right, so good morning, dear ladies and gents. Welcome, of course, to this lovely, what's the day? 26th of September. Okay, so today is, of course, the day we go through the history of the channel, of this lovely thing we've opened. So I'm lost of words today. Had a long week, long weekend. All right, so as you can see, I opened this account on the 22nd of July. Yes, this is a demo account that I'm trading on, that I do my lives on, and because I trade live, I don't need to go onto my real account. I've got two separate accounts that I do two different trading things on, so that won't help. That won't help that in any ways. But because I trade live, I'm using this demo account on the YouTube lives that I go live. So I don't need to show anything because I trade live. So if I make a mistake, it's one of those things in life. Touche. It's all on live. I don't make little videos and post it afterwards, or post winning trades or whatever. If I make a mistake, it's on here. Anyways, live. All right. So as you can see, last week, last 2 weeks, I've showed you guys what happens to an account if you don't use your trading method or your strategy. What can happen to an account? The first month, since when I opened this account, I only traded my strategy, and we had a $400 gain on the account. This month that passed, once or twice, yes, I used my strategy, but I didn't use my strategy. I used my feelings. And that is what happens to an account if you use feelings. And that's also the reason why I use this demo account when I'm trading live, because I'm trying to explain to you what can happen if you don't have a trading strategy, if you don't have a solid trading strategy. This is what happens to an account. Look at that. So I was $400 in profit the first month when I opened the account. This was by using feelings. I actually am down on the account. Well, I'm still in profit with the account, so I'm still in profit, but with trading without a strategy, I lost basically all the money I made by trading with a strategy. And my trading channel is, and the reason I trade live as well, is so that I can show you guys what not to do and what to do, and what happens if you don't stick to a strategy, what happens if you use only feelings. And that's why I've got this demo account open, and that's why I trade live, is to teach you and show you on a month-to-month basis what happens if you do not use a strategy. If you don't use a strategy, this is what happens. All the profits you make, you see the first month, you can go back on the videos. The first month I open up this the history of this account, and I showed you guys all the trades I took, and we were $400 in profit. So that's a 4% gain on the account, which is good. A 4% gain on an account is absolutely phenomenal. Now, your average that you should aim for is between 1 and 2% growth per month. If you make more than that, fantastic. But you can only get your true average at the end of the year, at the end of 12 months. So I'm going to be doing this for a year on this account for a year. And then after a year, we can see what your monthly average is. All right. And also, I did get someone asking why do I trade on a demo account. This is the reason. This is a training channel. I'm not selling you anything. I'm giving you real life, real market examples of what trading is all about and how to trade. And if you don't trade the right way, what happens? You can look at all these negatives here. All of them. Negative, 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 negative. All right. So I did start trading back to my trading style that I use. And as you guys can see with my strategy, I started using my strategy again, and look at the results. Just look at what happens if you use a strategy. Okay, so you need to stick to your strategy. Now, I think it was early in the week I did come on live and I told you guys about, you know, wars and market conditions that might change, and your trading strategy might not work. I did touch a little bit on it. When you guys start trading now, okay, I'm just going to put my face on so you guys can see me as well, so I can explain this properly. Go there. All right, I do look like a mess here, but anyways, when you guys do start trading, especially in this time that we are now. Now, I said beginning of next year I'm going to start incorporating news events and markets, market news like CPIs and events like that, to incorporate that with your chart work. But I started off this channel and I told you guys we're first going to just do chart work. We're just going to work on the charts. I don't want to confuse you with adding news to that as well. News events that move the markets, so that you're wondering why is the market doing this? Why? Most of the time, almost all of the time, markets are moved by news events, by what's happening in other countries, price in interest rates, jobless, CPI numbers. There's a lot of things, but I'm not going to confuse you guys with that yet, because you have to master chart work first, so you can understand what these squiggly things are and what they're probably going to do next by looking at the chart. Okay, then January we will start working, and I'll start showing you guys what news events are, what things or other things that influence the movement of these squiggly things. Okay, but recent events put a halt on that idea because of two things that I think is gonna disrupt the market, or disrupt the movement, or disrupt your trading style or your trading strategy. Look, you probably have a winning strategy, but there's two things that I'm worried about that will render your strategy basically null and void. Number one, we've got the voting in the United States coming up. So we've got the voting, the Republicans and the Democrats. So we've got that. And the tensions are very high there. The tensions are very, very, very high, especially pertaining to the assassination attempts on Donald Trump. Now, I'm not a politician. I'm not an American. So I've got nothing to do with your politics, but I've got to do with the markets. And that plays a role in the markets. Okay, let's say, for instance, and I'm not saying it has to be, or I'm not advocating for it. That's the last thing I want. I don't want anyone to get hurt, anyone to get murdered, or I'm not for violence. I'm not for wars, and I'm absolutely not for any of that. You know, we're all human. We should treat each other like humans. You know, when I see people treat each other worse than animals treat each other. You know, and some people think, ooh, animals are so ruthless. So you have a look at what humans can do to each other. But anyways, I'm not going to go there. I'm here about the market. So if, for instance, an assassination attempt or an assassination on Donald Trump is successful, God willing, it's not, because I'm not advocating for it, and it's against. You know, I'm a religious person. I'm a Christian, so to me, it's I'm not advocating. But if that happens, the markets will react to that. Things will go onto this market, and things will just go haywire. Markets will react to that. Thing number two that I'm worried about, and that's why I'm starting to incorporate news events and stuff like that into the market as well now, is because it's pressing issues. The second thing that also moves markets is war. So as you look at the Middle East now, Israel, Iran, China, Taiwan, all of the tensions in the Middle East, and the tensions across basically all Europe is at an all high. So if a war, full-scale war, does break out, it's going to affect the markets. So you have to expect that to happen. You have to have that in the back of your mind and keep an eye on the news, and just you have to have that little bit of knowledge of what's happening in the world around you. You can't be in a cage and just look at this. No, you have to be aware of what's happening around you. Okay, so those are the two main things that makes me think that the next couple of trading months, especially leading up to the elections, and especially with what's happening with Iran, with Israel attacking Iran now and so forth, and Iran is going to respond. So that conflict there is going to drive markets. It's going to make the markets move in ways that it normally wouldn't move. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your mind when we are trading. So I do think the next couple of months we're going to have good trading opportunities, because remember, with any war or any conflict or any big news events or so forth, markets move and people make money. That's why there are wars, because someone makes money. You know, they don't care about human life or life in general. It's just as long as they make money. So you just have to be sure and be prepared. That's all I wanted to say about that. But anyway, so let's jump into the markets. Let's quickly have a look. At this stage, I've got the Euro Yen open, and I jumped in there already on the Euro Yen. Yes, there's a buy line. I jumped in there because it went with my strategy. There was the recent swing low, because the high broke, the low broke that low there, so that's my recent swing high. So there's the recent swing high, because that low broke there. So I had my line. Let's just use a different one now, because that one doesn't want to work. So I want to explain to you guys how I jumped into this market. Okay, so that was the recent swing high, because it broke there. So that's the recent swing low. So I had that one marked out. So I was waiting for price action to break that structure, to break that previous high, and there it broke it, retested. So that was my new swing high. It broke that one again, and as it broke it, I did put my trade in on the tippity top of that. I think I can actually put this thing on here. There we go. Came all the way back, because I did put my pre-order in there, and as it came there, it did pick me up and went up to the upside for a buy. Alright, so I'm in this because it matches up with my trading strategy. Okay, and it bounced off. My second confluence that I have, or the second yes that I got, is we're at a major level of support, and I was looking for the bounce, and there we got the bounce, and I'm hoping for this price action to get to the 1715 level, and I'll do a trailing stop as we go along. For now, I can actually take my stop loss from there and move it to the recent swing low, which is that one over there. So I am officially in profit on this one. I can't lose any money. I'm in profit. What's that? I think that's like $10. So this price, actually it should go there, because this broke that previous low there. So this is actually my recent swing low, so I can actually move it up to there, just below that, because there's a swing high, there's a low, and this high from going off of this low broke that swing high over there. So this confirms it is my new swing low over there. So I'm just going to do trailing stops as we go along on this. This should be, if things go right, this should be a very long trade for me, and I stand a chance to make a couple of bucks on this one. I also ended on my real account. I also ended in this exact same position over here, so I am also there nicely in profit over there. The second one is the US yen. Now, exactly the same happened. We had a major level of support. bounced off. So I was waiting for exactly the same thing to happen. There we had our swing high, our recent swing high. You could have worked off that one there as well. Bit of an aggressive entrance, but you could have worked off that one as well. And you see there, broke second run, so you would have actually been in the market there already. But I used this one here because this is a more solid. This is a more solid high for me, swing high. So I used that one. I waited for price to break. A candle did break above it, so that confirmed. That was the second. That was the retest, and there's the second one that broke that high over there. You see that high. So I made a mark on that. I was a bit below it. I didn't see it, but then I entered on that. When I saw this high broke, I made a line there, and I put my trade in, and it put me in the trade. I was a bit in the red, but then I moved up. So I took this exact same trade on my real account as well, and I'm also in nice profits over there. So for now, there is the recent swing high. This one broke, so I can actually take my stop loss and move it a bit closer to that swing low over there, because that is the recent swing low. So I'm still not in profit on this one, but I am at a smaller loss. Okay, so now I just wait for break of structure, break, and just follow it up to the high, or follow it up to the upside. Now, I'm not too sure where this one will end up, because I do see let me just get a nice line over there. I just want to show you guys. I do see a major level over here. So my feeling is that it might make it all the way to there. But that will be my preferred stop on this, is here at this major level. You can see it's a major level because it's been tested so many times, there, and there, and there. So I've got a slight suspicion that it might work its way up to there. From there, I'll assess and see how we go from there. But these two trades that I'm in now is trades that I'm in it for the long term. It's going to take a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks for it to get to that level, or to get to a level where, you know, I jump out. Okay, so that's for the US yen. The Euro USD. So on a daily, we are still in a ranging market. Now, what I'm waiting for is for price to break. This looks like a nice double top over there. If you look at patterns, now I don't work much on patterns and so forth, but if you work on patterns, this is a good example of a double top. So you would have definitely been into a selling position over there. But for me, because the recent swing low is so far away, there it is. So I had a break, retest, and a second break. So actually by here, I should have jumped into the market, but I did not jump into this market, or I wasn't really in favor of jumping into the market, because the fact that we are in a ranging market, and from what I see from the news and the events and so forth, I'm not very sure that the Euro USD is going to lose, the Euro is going to lose against the dollar. It's on a very, if you look at the DXY, I'll go to that also a bit later on, so you guys can see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the dollar index. It's a very difficult situation to be in, and yeah, I'm waiting for more confluences over here before I just jump in for a sell or buy. This is the daily market, so I'm just going to go down to my favorite trading time, and that is the 6 hours. Alright, so as you guys can see, I did draw this trend line. I'm waiting for this just to break. I'm waiting for something more to show me a bit more. Okay, that's what I'm waiting for. Excuse me, it's very busy here this morning. Alright, so what I want to do is jump to the pound USD quickly. So I already marked out on the pound USD, I already marked out my as you can see with the Euro USD, we are in a downfall, and the pound USD, we are busy on a downfall, but there's still this trend line here. So I am reluctant to do a sell on either the Euro USD and the pound USD. Number one, because of the dollar building up slowly, especially with the rate cuts that the US had. The rate decisions, a big 50 basis point, or yeah, what's it, 5 basis point or something. I didn't even look at it, but I know they had a big rate cut, which strengthens the dollar. So I'm not too sure if I'm going to jump in for that. All right, I'll explain this now in a couple of seconds. Give me 2 minutes. I just want to go fill up my vape quickly. I'll be back. So let's continue on. So I just had to go and close the door because the place where I live, Thursdays also every second Thursday they wash the windows and it's a spring cleaning going on. All right, so pertaining to the pound USD and the euro USD, I'm really reluctant to put in a sell. Because of the dollar index, because of the rate cuts that the US did and so forth, so which strengthens the dollar, which means you'll see more growth. What I would like to see in this event is for this. I like my lines and my blocks and boxes and so forth. Essentially, I want to see this previous high broken on the trend. I want to see this previous high broken. So you can see the attempt was there, but it did not happen. They got pushed back by the buyers. So I'm not too on this occasion. That's why yes, it's good to have a winning trading strategy. Yes, you will make money in the markets, but by having a concept or an idea of what's happening within the other side of trading, the movers of the markets, you will also prevent yourself from getting into trades where you lose, although you use your strategy, but it still doesn't pan out in the way you want it to. It's because you need to have an understanding or a broader understanding of what's happening within the market itself. Okay, so like now I'm explaining to you, the US had rate cuts, so which means that strengthens the dollar. If a country does rate cuts or does something positive within the news, the Fed or within the interest rates and so forth, it strengthens the value of that currency. So even if it looks to you like Okay, we're going for a sell. If you know that it's not confirmed a sell because of the positive thing that happened with that currency, you know that positive thing like rate cuts is positive for that currency, so which means that currency is going to grow stronger. You are more reluctant to jump into a selling position because you know that currency had rate cuts and is growing stronger. So your bias changes to neutral basically. Now you need to wait for a bigger confirmation, a bigger, something bigger. All right, so I'm going to wait for this line before I jump into a sell against the US. I'm going to wait for this previous high, this line over there, to be broken. If price breaks down here, does a retest and a second run, I'm in it for a sell. By all means, I'm in it for a sell. And the same with the USD as well. It's in a ranging market. With the Euro USD, it's in a ranging market. I want to see this trend line broken. I want to see price break this trend line, retests, break again the previous low, and then I'll jump in for a sell position. Okay, that's what I'm waiting for here. Even though, yes, that was my cue to jump in, and no. You'll get to a point, the longer you start trading, the more years you start trading, the more you'll notice these things, and the better you'll get it. Trading is something you get better with years. The longer you do it, the better you get at it. So yes, my trading channel is for new traders, and for new traders to learn to trade the right way. But during this year of doing this channel, doing this I'm at a loss for words today. During the year of doing this, this channel basically, I'm going to do it the whole year through, and we're going to have a look at the end of the year. I want you guys to see how you trade, and I'm only doing this for 12 months. Then the videos will be up there, and you can check the videos. All my videos have got the date in it. So you can start from the videos from the date for basically the 22nd of July 2024 and filter down if you want to have an extensive course basically on how to trade. And I'm not charging you anything. I don't charge. I'm not selling you anything. I'm just trading and showing you what you need to be careful of, what you need to look at so that you can start programming that into your mind. Okay, so like now this is a good situation that I'm in here now, so I can show you guys why I did not put a sell in. Yes, we are at a level of resistance. This is a big level of resistance. Let's go to the daily time frame. I just want to go to the daily. I like going to the daily so you can have an overall view of what's happening. You can mark off your previous resistance and your previous. Now you can see we're in a ranging. Now this is also there. It was resistance. There's resistance. There's resistance. But also if you go out a little bit more further, down to 2021, you can see that was resistance over there as well. And it facilitated what I can see here, two ranging markets within this two zones. So yes, price may still pop up to the upside and range in there as well. So I'm very reluctant to put a sell in, especially coming from the US dollar with their rate cuts, which means a strengthening of the US dollar. So I don't necessarily want to put a sell order in there, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so let's go back to the 6 hours, because I like trading on the 6 hours. The gold, the metals, I trade on 30 minutes, like copper, oil. Also, I trade on 30 minutes. Stocks, I trade on 30 minutes. Is just currencies I trade on 6 hours, but basically the rest I trade on 30 minutes. Alright, so you guys got a good understanding of that as well. Okay, so I want to see this trend line broken, and then I'll jump in for a sell position there. Pound USD, exactly the same. I just explained it to you guys now. I'm waiting for that previous high to be broken. If it breaks that previous high there, it will actually break this trend line as well. So it's a good confirmation. Let's get to the gold. Now, unfortunately, like what I just did with the Euro USD or the Pound USD, I went back in time. I went to the daily time frame and I reversed out so I can see in the previous years where those levels were, so you can mark out a point of where resistance is and whatever. Unfortunately, with gold, you can't do that because this is historically the highest gold has ever been. There is no previous prices like this. There is no previous prices this high. So you can go back, you can go into your daily, weekly or monthly time frame. You will have nothing to go back on to see, 6 years ago gold was at 2,700 and there's a resistance over there. So you in your mind, you know, okay, gold should make its way up to the 2,700 and then start selling off. There is no previous. Gold is one of those things that people go to. Beginning of this video, I explained about wars and the voting and the uncertainties and whatever is happening in the world. Now, whenever there's war or uncertainties in the world, people jump to gold. People buy gold because it is a stable currency. It's a stable commodity, basically. It's something stable. And it's something that keeps on growing and growing and growing and growing. You can go back into your yearly time frame and see that gold has just gone up, 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 up. So gold is just one of those things that people buy when the world is in turmoil. Either the US is in turmoil or there's like war broke out. Like with there's two things that went up when the Ukraine and the Russian war started, when Russia invaded Ukraine. There's two things that went up: gold and oil. Those two things went up. Okay, so you have to remember that. Yes, my brain says to me that I must start looking for some selling opportunities in the gold, because the gold is at a very high price. It's a very nice price for sellers. It's delicious for sellers. You know, $2,661 per ounce. It's beautiful for sellers. That is a good price to sell. You know, that is a good price for sellers to jump in. But I marked off the 2,700 zone. Look, if you've got no history to go back on, previous price movements, previous levels of, if you've got no history to go back on, you have to remember that we as humans are creatures of habits, and we like even numbers, like 700, 750, 800, 850. We don't like to go to 732. We like even numbers, and we like easy numbers. So the next even number that there is the 2,700 zone. So if I'm looking for a selling opportunity, I might start looking, especially if I see gold break out through this. It's in a ranging motion here. It's in a ranging market. Especially if I see there was also another ranging and it popped up to the upside. So we're in a range. It might pop up to the upside and go to this 2,000. Mentally, that is a zone or a area where there should be some interest, because humans move the market, and us humans, we are creatures of habits. Majority of people like even numbers. So, and majority of the people like doing things the same over and over and over again. So what I'm going to wait for here is I'm going to wait for maybe a pop to the upside here. And then when I get there, my mind will be on selling gold. It will be on selling gold. But I'm also going to keep an eye out on the news. If all-out war starts, there will be no selling going on in my mind for the gold. If Trump gets assassinated, there will be no selling in my mind for gold. There will just be buying. Buy. Because that's what people do. They buy gold when there's uncertainty. Alright, so I'm trying to explain things in a way that, because my channel is for new traders, I'm trying to explain things that it can make sense in your mind, because that is trading. Trading is just common sense. It's just common sense because it is moved by people. You are a person, so you just need to get in tune with that, and work from there. That's what trading is, and that's why I'm doing this whole year live on YouTube, so that even in 5 years or 6 years from now, people can go back on these videos and start from day one and work through them and see the whole process, the whole thinking behind markets and trading live on the markets. Because I can go back in history, I can go back. It's easy to put a video together of what happened in history, but it's not so easy to trade live on the spot, on the moment, at the moment. That makes it difficult. All right, so I'm trying to get into your minds that trading is human. It's controlled by human beings, people like you. You are a human. So once you grasp the concept of trading is common sense, it will start becoming easier for you. And also, the reason I'm trading on a demo account is to motivate new traders to start trading on a demo account first. Trade for a year on a demo account. Take a year of your life and trade on a demo account first. Don't think because you've now traded on a demo account for a month or two, you are a profitable trader. Markets are different. Holiday season, out of season, there's a lot of things that happen through the year that changes trading. So just because you traded 2 months on a demo account and you made good profits, now you're going to put real money into a real account and start trading your real hard-earned cash. That makes things completely different. You are more reluctant to put in trades, especially if it's your own money. So the reason I also say trade on a demo account for a year with your strategy is that you can grow confidence in your strategy, confidence in the way you trade, and confidence in losing trades. You have to be prepared and be mentally ready for losing trades. It must be part of the process, because it is part of the process. So that when the day comes after a year and you put your own hard-earned money into a real account and you start trading with your own money, the emotions, yes, will be there, but it won't cloud your judgment, because you have traded your strategy for a year, and after a year you have seen that your way that you trade, your strategy in all market conditions still is profitable. You will have more confidence. Even if you use your own money, you put a trade in and you lose a trade, you'll have confidence in that. It won't bug you that much, because you know during your year of trading on a demo account, you have lost trades, but you are still profitable. And that brings me to the point of money management. On this $10,000 account, $10,000, I don't put my loss at more than $100 is the max. 1% of my account is the max that I'm willing to lose on a trade. I try and stick to the 0.5% to a 50, between the $50 range for if I lose a trade. You have to mentally prepare yourself and tell yourself and get it grinded into your head that have a risk of not more than 1% of your account. Not more than 1%. Try and stick it to a 0.5% of your account. And just because, okay, now you say, oh, 0.5, that's heavy, so I must put little stop losses, tight stop losses. No, still have wide stop losses. You'll see in the trading videos that I have, I've got very wide stop losses. I just don't put big volumes or I don't put big volumes so that I trade small amounts, small lot sizes, small, to give me room for my stop loss, but also with a big room on the stop loss, I also don't blow my 1% of my account to risk. You have to know that, yes, you probably want to make money now. I know, all of us would love to make money now. It is. But unfortunately with trading, you're not going to make money now. There's no course, there's no university, nothing that can teach you to be a profitable trader. Trading is time. That's the only way you learn to trade right, is through time. Through doing it for years, doing the same thing over and over and over. And that's how you become a professional in trading. And number two, you make money in trading. But that's not going to happen overnight. You have to understand, it's not going to happen overnight. That is trading. This is systematic wealth. You build yourself up to a point where you can take a monthly amount out from your account. You can build yourself up to that standard where you can say, all right, now I can quit my job and I can do full-time trading and I can make a living of it. Yes, you can, but it takes time to get there. It's not going to happen next week, next month, next year. No. Ask any real trader out there who has been trading, who's a real trader, how long it took them to actually draw a monthly salary from their trading accounts. And yes, you can make your monthly account in one day. Yes, you can. But then you're not trading, then you're gambling. A lot of people do that. They put major risks and big lot sizes and hopes that one of the trades work out their way. But what about the 15 that didn't, where they lost, where they blew their accounts? You want to make money, but not lose your account. That is where you need to find a balance between risk to reward and systematic, slow growth on your account. That's when you make money. That's when you can start living off your trading. Okay? So please, ladies and gents, please share this channel. This is a learning channel. This is where I teach. I teach different. I trade live. If you find value in this, please like, share, and tell people about this. I'm not going to sell you anything. I don't want to sell anything. My channel is for people that want to start trading seriously and want to do it the right way. And I'm trying to get these new traders away from these so-called trading gurus that sell you courses that don't work. If a trader can't trade live like I am, it's not a trader, it's a scam artist. Especially if he's trying to sell you something but you never see him trade live, only short little videos. He's bullshitting you. He's taking you for a ride, and don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. You're gonna lose all your money. As you can see on my chart, I don't have any moving averages or any fancy indicators or whatever. And it's simple. My trading strategy is simple. Simple, simple, simple. 4 things that I do. 4 things that need to happen when I trade, when I put a trade in. 4 things. 4 things. Break of structure, retest, break of structure, get in the market. That's it. Break of structure, retest, break of structure, jump in. 4 things. I see a lot of these people giving you these courses and so forth, these trading strategies. Just there must be 2 green lines. The price action must be above the 50 moving average, and the 20 must cross there. Bullshit. You don't do that. You're overcomplicating something that is simple. Trading is simple. And if you overcomplicate it, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're just going to lose. Okay? That's my rant for the day. I'm not going to keep you guys up the whole day. Later on today, I'll have a look at the oil. But I'm going to have a look at what's happening in the news. I've got my eye out on the news first. As soon as I see... already the US has sent troops to Iran, to Israel. So, and they've sent plane ships, plane cargo ships there as well. So it looks like it's gearing up to become a full-scale war or full-scale attack. If Iran retaliates and starts bombing back, only then will I start looking at the gold and at the oil and looking for buying opportunities. If, by God, I hope not so, but if it happens that a successful assassination is carried out on Donald Trump, only then will I start looking at the gold, at buying, and the oil. Okay, until then, the markets will still move the same and do the same thing, but I'm going to keep my eye on the news. Okay. That's it from my side. Please, ladies and gents, I'm begging you just to help me grow this channel. It's like, share, subscribe, comment down below if there's something you want me to have a look at. It can be stocks, it can be indices, it can be anything you want me to have a look at. I'll have a look at it. I'll give you my opinion on it, and it's for you to decide if you like what I say or not. But also, let's try and get this channel out there to try and save as many new traders as we can from falling in that pit of getting sucked up by these so-called trading gurus, and they spend hundreds of their own dollars buying bullshit courses. You can actually make your or you can actually get your own course for free. Do you know how? Go to any of those AI stuff, Chat GPT, any of those, and ask Chat to give you an in-depth course on trading. You can do it for free. You can do it for free. And that's what those people do. They go to Chat GPT and all those AIs, create a course, let AI create a course, and they sell that to you, to potential new traders, and they know it's bullshit. It's good to go and download and ask AI to explain the markets to you, so you've got an understanding of CPIs and then all the news events, so you've got an in-depth understanding. But I'm definitely not going to pay someone money for something that I can do myself. That's why on this trading channel we keep it real, no bullshit, straight trading, live trading. And let's see, and I dare any of these gurus to do what I do, trade live on a daily, every day. Now I don't come on every day because I do swing trading, so I don't need to trade every day. And plus, you know, here in South Africa we're on holiday, and it was Heritage Day, and I'm a musician, so I'm busy. You know, that's why I do swing trading. I don't do scalping, and so I do swing trading because it fits with my lifestyle. I'm not going to change my lifestyle to fit into trading. No, trading has to fit to my lifestyle. So if you are still working, you still got a day job, and you don't have time to trade, this that I do here is the perfect way for you to trade. Swing trading, no stress, no whatever. You just put your trades in and you let them ride. Anyways, I'm not going to rant on today. That's what I have to say. From my side, please have a good day. If anything happens in the markets, I will go live and I will make a video, and yeah, we can discuss it and so forth. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Tomorrow is Friday. Yes, I will definitely see you guys tomorrow morning because I've got nothing in the morning. I've got shows again the whole weekend, but it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday shows. From my side, have a God bless day, and I'll see you guys again. Cheers, cheers.